This is truly a natural. Back to Santa Rosa, which is really cheap.
Al tambo.
Tambo, ¿cómo es el tambo?
Es como una cafetería, pero es así en una montaña. Desde allá se ve todo Pereira hacia abajo. ¿Vamos a entrar o qué?
Sí, vamos a ver, sí, me gusta para conocer. So right now I am on the way to Santa Rosa Hot Springs, Aquas Termales. I'm here in Pereira now. I'm leaving Pereira today and I'm on my way to Santa Rosa, visiting the hot springs. So that's nice, and yeah, let's have a look, guys. Y él es mi chofer de InDriver. InDriver es una aplicación en Colombia muy económico para un taxi. Es bueno, hombre, por eso. Well, this area is well known for, this is the entire Zona Cafetera that is really beautiful here, and people know that, and these are the Andes mountains, and here they have certain thermal hot springs in this region, not just one. There are quite a few volcanic hot springs. That's also the reason why the coffee in Colombia is basically top quality in the world, because it grows in a volcanic region and it is hand-picked on the slopes of the mountains. There can be no machinery used, and that's why the coffee is absolute top class in Colombia. Eso es Pereira. Esa es la ciudad Pereira. Yo salí. It's beautiful Pereira where I've just been, and I'm leaving now, going up the mountains into the hot springs. It's a really beautiful area, landscape here. Eso es una finca bonita.
Sí.
Muchas fincas bellas aquí en la zona cafetera. Me gusta visitar una finca mayor, una finca mejor en esta zona. ¿Tú sabes una?
Una finca que le
de café por...
Ya, si quieres para y te...
Pero ahora en mi casa. Sí, bonito. El aire muy bueno, muy natural. Qué bueno.
Sí.
¿Cómo se llama el pueblo?
Este es Santa Rosa.
Eso es Santa Rosa.
Esto es Santa Rosa.
Ay, qué rápido.
Sí, es que no es una ciudad. Es como decir un pueblo.
Sí. camino para Salento.
Pero entonces sería para ir directamente a Salento.
No, directamente más o menos, estacionamiento un poco
sí.
aquí, un poco acá.
Ajá, sí. Ah, no, claro.
Pero sí, directamente, más o menos directamente, claro.
¿Ya tiene la reserva en Salento?
Sí, no, ahora no, pero hoy yo a ver la situación de los hoteles, yo tengo una reservación. En sábado sí, ahora no. Por 3-4 días en Salento.
Alquiler de fincas, Santa Rosa.
Sí. This is the ride now with the jeep going from Santa Rosa to the Aqua Termales up in the mountains. Well, this is a very mountainous region, and that's the reason why they take a jeep. Other cars won't get up here, these steep hills. This whole region is coffee growing. It's a very beautiful place. I'm actually the only customer going to the hot springs. The other ones are working in the hotels and in the hot springs. Well, it is indeed a hot spring, a beautiful hot spring right in the middle of the forest here. Quite high up in the mountains. So they have a cold natural waterfall and then the thermal hot spring, which is really nice. And as I came up these mountains, it really looks like southern Germany and Switzerland. Very beautiful and green, and just has this typical feel of being, well, in the Alps mountains in Europe, in southern Germany. That's a region where I was living as a child, so I know very well. It's really beautiful. Well, this is actually the cold spring water. That's not the thermal hot water. So you alternate between the cold water and the hot thermal water. But you're right in the middle of the forest here. And high up the mountain, very fresh air here. Well, reminds me a bit on Bali. Bali has some very beautiful hot springs too. And I believe here are some nice cold springs as well. It's nice. So I hope I can swim in the cold spring as well. Really ice cold water. Wow, that's nice. Coming right from the mountain top.
Yo no la había llamado porque como mi mamá me agarró a pelear con mi mamá.
Yeah, so this is the cold spring. Natural cold spring, really cold. Coming down the mountain. That's what you have to do when you go to a hot spring. You need to alternate between cold and hot water, and then that's what it does. It's kind of an interesting hot spring compared to others, because here the Colombian families, they come and in the evening they basically start to have a little fiesta here, party. It's different than hot springs I've been in Asia or even in other South American countries. Seems to be, in this way I like it, it's pretty nice. And it's a nice hot spring. And yeah, it's open until 11 p.m. so that's an interesting place. Yeah, I was here for an hour, so for about 3 hours in total, so that's about enough. You alternate between the hot and the cold water. You get dizzy after 3 hours. Right in the middle of the forest, so it's really beautiful. And there's another hot spring. I'm going probably tomorrow. Other countries, I've been to many hot springs so far now, in Argentina, Chile. Chile is of course very interesting too. But this one is really nice. In the Andes mountain they have very many hot springs, volcanic hot springs. If you want to go to hot springs in Asia, I can highly recommend Indonesia, and not just Bali. Bali is just for mainstream tourism. There are so many hot springs in Indonesia, in Sulawesi, in other islands, in Java, and further east in, what's the island? I forgot the name now. Further east of Bali, that's getting Flores. Yeah, right, Flores Island. I really like deep nature and I hunt hot springs. Wherever I find them, I definitely go to visit.
Mauricio, yo no sé Mauricio si era lo que coordinaba ahí, ¿cierto? El hermano de la PH.
So now I'm on the way back from the mountain top, from the hot spring, going back to Santa Rosa with the jeep. That's the only one that can go up the mountain here.
Ese es el que me puso eso, no, sin embargo yo le colaboraba ahí. Don Jair, ¿qué tal y qué pascal? Ah, bueno, señor. Señor.
¿Qué tiene gracia?
¿Eh? ¿Qué más íbamos a decir? Colaborar.
Well, here we are in Santa Rosa. It's the center, basically the center of town. It's a very quiet little town, interesting but very calm and relaxing. Tomorrow I'm going on into a coffee finca. It's basically like up in the mountain, high up in the mountains. It's not like a tour, a coffee tour or something. It's a private owner who owns a finca. He is growing the coffee for his grandfather, working there for 80 years. And so these are very good coffee quality.